The DNC has come to a close. Vice President Kamala Harris made history last night as she became the first woman of color to accept the presidential nomination for a majority political party. Caroline Cummings is in Chicago with more.
I promise to be a president for all Americans.
Vice President Kamala Harris called for unity as she accepted the Democratic nomination for president. She hit on many of the top voter issues, including the border, blaming former President Donald Trump for pressuring Republicans to torpedo a deal.
As president, I will bring back the bipartisan border security bill that he killed, and I will sign it into law.
Harris also addressed the economy, reproductive rights, and the war in Gaza.
Now is the time to get a hostage deal and a ceasefire deal done.
And the former prosecutor went after Trump on foreign policy.
Trump won't hold autocrats accountable because he wants to be an autocrat himself.
There was a heavy emphasis on domestic issues, including respect for veterans and gun violence. But for many, the highlight was seeing Harris make history as the first Black and South Asian woman atop a major party presidential ticket.
As a woman myself, as a mother, as a Black person, it's just been an incredible night.
Harris is expected back on the campaign trail next week. In just over 2 weeks, she's set to face off against Trump in a debate. Caroline Cummings, CBS News, Chicago.
Our own Jessica Moore was at the United Center in Chicago every step of the way, speaking with local lawmakers in attendance. And last night, she caught up with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and asked what he thinks this ticket will do for New Yorkers.
We have been at every convention since 1984, Fritz Mondale. This is the most optimistic, most exciting, most unified, but also the most focused on winning, because we know how good Kamala and Walz will be doing things helping average families, especially New Yorkers, because I'm majority leader. I have a lot of the stuff go to New York. But it'll also be great to make sure that our democracy is preserved. Donald Trump has said if he's there, he'll only have one election.
Last night's convention featured an appearance from 4 of the Exonerated Five. The group of men was wrongfully arrested as teenagers and served time in prison for a 1989 rape and assault in Central Park they did not commit. One of the men, Yusef Salaam, is now a member of the city council. During his remarks, he recalled how Donald Trump publicly called for them to be executed in a full-page ad in the New York Times.
Today, we are exonerated because the actual perpetrator confessed and DNA proved it. That guy says he still stands by the original guilty verdict. He dismisses the scientific evidence rather than admit he was wrong.
The Exonerated Five's convictions were overturned in 2002. Meanwhile, late last night, independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. withdrew his name from the Arizona ballot. It comes amid speculation that Kennedy is getting ready to drop out of the race and give his support to former President Donald Trump. Today, Kennedy will make an appearance in Phoenix to discuss what he's calling his path forward. Trump is already in Arizona, where he visited the U.S. southern border Thursday. He has a rally scheduled outside Phoenix today, and the Trump campaign announced that he'll be joined by a special guest at that rally. Stay with CBS New York for continuing coverage leading up to Election Day, on air and online at cbsnewyork.com.